Hi everyone, this is Imran here, and today in this video training I'm gonna show you how you can create MySQL databases in cPanel. In my last video on cPanel, I showed how you can manage files in cPanel, and today it's time for databases. Actually, database is one of the most vital part of your application. Without database, we can't imagine any web application in these days, and PHP and MySQL are the best combination for creating any web application. If you watch the full video, you will be expert in managing cPanel and you will be able to install any kind of CMS like WordPress. So I think I should start now. And in cPanel, you will see two different tools, MySQL databases and MySQL databases wizard. You can create or manage databases using any of these tools. But if you are very beginner, you can start with this one, MySQL database wizard. In this training, I will show you the both ways. I will use this one, database wizard, and MySQL database tools to create and manage any database. Okay, so let's get to be started. Now click on this link, MySQL database wizard, and open in a new tab. And here you can see MySQL database wizard and it's step number 1. And in this step, we will have to name our database. Every database should have a name, and we are gonna name our database, but make sure your name shouldn't exceed 56 characters and it shouldn't be more than 56 characters. And here you can see WP Tarts. Actually, it's a prefix provided by the hosting provider, and it's the username of your cPanel. In most cases, it's the username of your cPanel. Well, and here you will type the name. I'm just gonna name it WP Dev DB. Okay, that's the name, and hit this button, next step. And in this step, you will have to create a database user. Well, if you would like to create a database, you will have to create an user also, a database user also, and you will have to use database, and you will have to use password for the database user, and you will have to use a password for the user. Well, in the second step, we are gonna create an user for the database. I'm gonna name it USR test, whatever, but you shouldn't try this. And here you can see the character limit. It shouldn't be more than 40 characters. You can set a password you prefer, but I recommend you to use this tool, password generator. Just click on it and it will generate a very strong password for you. So I think you should use it. Just copy the password and check this box and use password. And here you can see this button says create user. Just click it. And here you can see you have successfully created MySQL username dash. And in this step number 3, we will have to allow the user some privileges, some power to the user, what the user can do in the database. So check all privileges, but sometimes you can uncheck this drop. But well, here you can see make changes, and finally user dash was added to database dash. Okay, and step 4, complete the task. The task is completed. So friends, now you can find it so easy, super easy to create any database in cPanel. So if you would like to check the database you have created, so what will you do? To access the database, you will have to check here. Just come here, MySQL databases, open it in a new tab. I prefer to open in a new tab. Okay, and scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and here you can see current databases we have created before. Okay, and here is the user. Here is the user we created. Well, that was very easy using the MySQL database wizard. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you how you can create any database using MySQL database tool. So once again, open it in a new tab, and this time you will see the same thing, create new database. Well friends, don't get confused, we have already created our database and user for the database, but I'm gonna show you how we can do that using MySQL database tool. Previously we created the database using MySQL database wizard, but now this time we are gonna be a bit expert on it. So just as per usual, we are gonna type or set a name for the database. This time I'm gonna say second DB. Okay, create database, and database has been created, and here you can see go back, and here you can see our database second, and now scroll down, we are gonna create an user, second user, I'm gonna make the U capital, and password once again, generate password and use it and create user. Okay, we have successfully created user, and go back. Now we are on this step, add user to database. We are gonna use second user to second DB and hit add, and now make changes. Okay, almost done. So just get back, and now you can see we have two databases, two users. Now if you would like to install WordPress, you can use this following information. Okay, so friends, we created two databases in two different ways, but I think if you don't like to take any risk, this one will be easy. Okay, sorry, this one will be easy. And now to access the database we have created, what we'll have to do, we'll have to click on phpMyAdmin. It's a tool, just it will provide you an interface to easily manage and databases, to easily create any table. So if we want to add any table, or if we want to see our database tables, then what we'll have to do, just click on it and it open it in a new tab. And here you can see phpMyAdmin. If you would like to know more about phpMyAdmin, you can search on the internet, you will find more data. Just here you can see this is the second database and this is the first database, and now using this interface you can create any table. Say for example, create table, name of the table, second DB table, just students table, and number of column 4, hit go, and here it is. This is the interface to create table in the database. Well friends, I hope I could make it clear how you can create any database, any user, and hook the user to the database. But I think using phpMyAdmin should be another video, because there are a lot of issues, lot of things to talk. So I think if I can, I will make a different video on PHPMyAdmin. Okay, that's all for this video on databases. In the next video, I'll talk about domains. So that's all. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.